Hello everyone, this is Soviet Bear, and right now, no, actually, I'm not going to whine and bitch about, excuse me my French, about NATO and its attempts to surround Russia. Right now, I'm going to talk about one US general, one of the few people who are being candid and honest about Russia and their intentions on what they are planning to do with Russia. The general I have in mind, his name is Philip Breedlove, or some people call him Brit Hate. So yeah, he has a lot of hate towards Russia, but at least he is candid about it. And he says that the mere existence of Russia as a nation, as a state, as a people, poses an existential, quote unquote, existential threat to the United States. For sure, many, political correct generals and officials of the United States have called him a hawk, a psycho, but he was just being candid. Yes, the main goal of the United States and of NATO is a war against Russia, a war for our destruction. I mean, Russia's destruction. They are not intended to civilize us, or to make us to integrate us into the so-called civilized world. Their goal is to simply destroy us. So now I understand. So this is an eye-opener for me. Now the masks are completely gone. Well, what can I do? NATO is moving on to achieve its goal. There is a war being waged against Russia, hybrid war, proxy wars in Ukraine and Syria, economic war, sanctions and oil prices manipulation, diplomatic war, cultural war, even a war in the sports, a hybrid war against Russia on all fronts. But we are not afraid. I am not afraid. And the majority of Russian people, at least the people I know, they don't blame Putin. They blame the West for this current situation. Of course, there are fifth columnists and traitors in Russia, unfortunately. There are traitors and rats in any nation, including USA. So, what I'm trying to say that Russia and Russian people are not scared of NATO, are not scared of war. Anyway, 2 years of sanctions, the sanctions are failing big time. No matter what the Western media says to you guys, please believe me, a person who actually from Russia and lives in Russia, Russian economy is not in tatters, and Russian people do not starve to death. Yeah, I mean, there are, prices became higher for certain items on the shelves of our stores, but nothing serious. Russian economy is not, in a depression, and people are not starving, and people are not, eating rats or I don't know whatever. But anyway, the Warsaw NATO summit has demonstrated once again that NATO is an extremely hostile bloc towards Russia, and NATO is trying their best to surround us and to cut our ties with Eastern and Western Europe as a part of the Anglo-American geopolitical paradigm. So, but I know there are many pro-Russian people in Western Europe, including some regions of Italy, have voted to remove sanctions imposed against Russia. For that, I would like to thank Italy and Italian people and those Italian parliamentaries and government officials and members of parliament, of regional parliaments, who voted against these sanctions against Russia. So yeah, I think that is all. Soviet bear out. Peace.